Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Old Man Building an Airplane. This is section 29, part 23. In this video, we will be installing the seatback support. This is one of those pieces that, if you're building it, you kind of have to build it on faith. There's a few parts that you're putting together here, and when you're putting them together, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Once it's done, it still doesn't make a ton of sense until you can go find some pictures online or something like that to say what the hell is this thing actually doing, right? Okay, so there's a big white bar on top of my plans right now, right? That is like a big C channel or something like that you'd want to call it. That goes the width of the fuselage behind the seats. That's not hard to figure out. Okay, the seat rests up against that, sort of. And I say sort of because there's all these other parts that we're about to build. These additional parts are like spacers and just like plain flat pieces of aluminum. And what it turns out to be is that so on the back of the seats, there is a piece of flat aluminum that is hinged on there, and it's like, I don't know how wide it is, however wide these seats are, like 16 inches or something like that. And what it does is it slides in underneath the pieces that we're attaching to it right here. So you can kind of see it right there. It either slides in the front or the back. And so and that changes the angle at which the seat back rests in the plane. And it took me a while to figure out what the hell I was actually doing with these. So it's like, I don't understand this. Why can't the seat back just rest against the bar? Well, it can, and it probably will, depending on your interior that you purchase or make. But if you do want the seat propped up a little bit further, if you like a more erect seating position, then what you'd do is you'd put the flap on the back of the seat into one of the slots that's in the top of this thing, and that keeps it in place. So the seat back in the most reclined place is, the flap doesn't sit in either one of these. In the middle position, it's in the rear, and in the most upright position, that flap sits in the frontmost slot on this. So that's all about. And it took me quite a while to figure out what the heck I was doing with it. Why am I putting these pieces on here? They don't make any sense. How does that even do anything with the seat? Well, because there's another attachment piece on the seat that actually controls that. Anyway, that's done. Here we go. Building these, or assembling and fitting these I don't even know what you're going to call them. Doublers, almost. There's probably a name for them. I don't have the plans open at the moment to do that. So these are what go on top of that seat back bar. They also, they attach to the vertical supports of the fuselage there. And then they get a bolt through them to attach the canopy. No, the rollover frame. That's what that's called, is the rollover frame. But you got to make sure they fit right. And if you don't, then you have to, do some drilling. So let Real-Time Ryan talk about that. I started installing this seat back holder, whatever you want to call it. And they haven't put it in here. And I got close. All right, I started riveting it together. And then I looked at this, and apparently I didn't clearance this enough. So I've got it touching here and there.
these two little places, and I'm gonna just pull those rivets out, hit it with a file a little bit, and redo it. Oh well.